Thanks to unsealed court filings this week, it's become evident that Donald Trump has absolutely no legal defense whatsoever in his classified documents case. U.S. District Judge Beryl Howell, who of course oversaw a portion of some of the complaints against Donald Trump with this particular indictment that of course is 42 felony counts, but in her decisions that of course were unsealed this week, it is evident that not only did Donald Trump direct his personal valet, Walt Nauta, to move boxes of documents before his lawyers came and inspected looking for the documents, he also instructed them to avoid the security cameras, which Nauta did not do a good job of because there's literal photographs, still frames from that security footage showing him moving the boxes. But Howell also points out that Donald Trump's instruction to Nauta to avoid the security cameras, move the boxes, do all this, it is very clear obstruction of justice because Trump's lawyers were acting on orders from the Department of Justice to search for these documents. Now, that is everything that was revealed this week. Oh, on top of the fact that they also, a few months after the FBI went to Mar-a-Lago, they found more documents in Donald Trump's bedroom. So kind of hard for him to deny that, oh, I had no idea they were there. They're in your bedroom, dude. You see them every day. But that's what we learned this week. The judge, in her decision, clearly said it's evident that Donald Trump, likely engaged in obstruction of justice. So she is accusing Trump of another crime for which he was not actually indicted. But she went far enough to say, like, hey, you may have missed a crime here. All of that is to say that there is no legal defense that Donald Trump could rely on to get him out of this mess. Like, none. The only hope he has, and it is an overwhelming hope, by the way, is Judge Aileen Cannon tanking the case for him. And so far, that appears to be what's happening. If this case were in front of any other judge in this country, even other Trump-appointed judges would not have mishandled this the way that Cannon has. This trial not only would have been concluded by now, but Trump would have easily and probably immediately been convicted. You don't need several days of jury deliberations on this. You could probably handle this in like a half hour. That's how long it would take them to fill out the forms and say he is guilty as hell, because there is no defense of this. With the new evidence that came out this week, he would be screwed if it were not for Judge Aileen Cannon. The entire country now, whether you love him or hate him, you can look at this and there are no other conclusions to draw. You cannot let your, tribal biases make you think that Trump is not guilty as hell here, because he clearly is. But I will be shocked if we get a conviction because Cannon has rigged this thing so badly that there's almost no way Trump can lose this case, in spite of the overwhelming evidence against him. Well, folks, we have crossed that 1 million subscriber milestone, but rest assured, we are just getting started here at Ring of Fire. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like, share, and comment on the videos.